Thank you so much for joining us over here on CBS 8 Plus. I'm Heather Myers. Here at CBS 8, we are working for you. We're getting to the bottom of some of the problems that you've asked about, and we are looking for solutions. We start in Liberty Station. People living in a neighborhood nearby reached out to CBS 8 saying loud construction noise has been keeping them up all night, every night for months. They say they are frustrated and that they were never told about this project. CBS 8's Ariana Cohen is working for you to find out what this construction is and who's responsible for warning neighbors about the nighttime noise.
Yes, I spoke to several neighbors living in this Liberty Station neighborhood who say they've had countless sleepless nights. I even spoke to one couple who says they're moving out today. One of the reasons being they're just sick of all the noise.
It's piercing. It gives me headaches. It's that bad.
Very loud.
It's pounding, it's banging, it's high decibel level.
A neighbor living near Truxton and Farragut took this cell phone video of the loud construction work Tuesday night. Several people living here say they've dealt with loud construction noises since early spring.
It's been 5 separate times where they've dug up the street with the noise level all night long with jackhammers. And bright lights right into our house and our next door neighbor's house also. And then jackhammering until like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning.
You know, if I were going to grade these guys on project management, they would get a flunking grade because they just did not do the job the way it should be.
They tell me they would have liked to have been notified beforehand, but that was not the case. This couple is so sick and tired of the noise, they're moving out today.
One of the reasons we are moving out of the area is because of the noise continuously. It's just ridiculous.
I talked to an AT&T construction manager over the phone. He tells me they are installing fiber and they received a city work permit to do construction during those hours. A neighbor recorded this cell phone video when talking with an AT&T worker.
The city should have notified us that this was happening.
Yeah, but we got all our permits and everything.
He also says they notified the neighborhood with a door hanger, which didn't have the dates or times of when they would do construction. AT&T corporate got back to me and said in part, quote, "As we work to bring high-speed fiber internet, we apologize for the inconvenience and expect to complete this work as soon as today."
They just don't care at all about the residents around this community, which is shameful.
Working for you, Ariana Cohen, CBS 8.
Boy, Ariana, thank you. Over the last few weeks, CBS 8 has been working for you, looking into businesses that have been shut down and become eyesores in their communities. Last week, we were in La Jolla. This Jack in the Box on Pearl Street looks abandoned, and people who live nearby say it's looked like this for 2 years now. CBS 8 looked into it and found out that the Bishop School bought the property back in 2021 with the plan to lease the building until the school converted it into a campus facility. The school tells us they maintain the site regularly and the building is still up for lease.
That building is not a really good representation of what we want La Jolla to look like. And so I'm encouraging people at Bishop's to recognize that they're part of this community too, and that therefore they would want their downtown to look nicer.
After CBS 8 started asking questions about the property, the La Jolla Town Council told us that the issue will be added to the agenda for its next board meeting. Well, our coverage of rundown buildings turning into eyesores doesn't stop there. This week, we sent CBS 8's Shannon Handy to Chula Vista. A viewer living in that area tipped her off about an Albertsons store that's been empty for years. She investigated who owns the building and talked to the city about what's in store for the future of this property.
This former Albertsons store is located in the Shops at San Miguel Ranch. It's been closed since 2014, and as I found out today, there's no immediate plans for a new tenant to move in. For 9 years, people passing by this former Albertsons store on Proctor Valley Road in Chula Vista have wondered, will they ever see activity inside it again?
When you see it, what do you think? Why is it empty? What would you like to see there?
I would like to see the supermarket.
In recent weeks, CBS 8 has been doing stories about vacant businesses throughout San Diego County. After receiving several emails about this one, I decided to investigate. I reached out to Albertsons, a property owner, the agent leasing the building, as well as the city of Chula Vista. Here's what I learned. Albertsons closed this location in 2014 because it wasn't making enough money. But at the time, they were in the middle of a lease, which doesn't expire until 2027. So they've been paying the rent every month on the 52,000 square foot building, even though it sits empty. In the meantime, the property owner, who just acquired the shopping center earlier this year, told me he's doing everything he can to entice a new tenant to either take over that lease or purchase the building. That includes repainting the outside and adding new lights in the parking lot. He's also installing electric car charging stations. He says he's open to any and all new tenants, but doesn't have anyone lined up as of now. He would not confirm the purchase or lease amount, though it's been previously reported to rent at $91,000 a month.
You're seeing a lot of that right now, where it's cheaper for them, for an operator, to just keep paying rent than it is to actually operating the business.
Tony Franco is a commercial real estate agent. He's not associated with this project, but says it doesn't surprise him, nor do some of the more recent closures and lengthy turnover times we've been covering.
The high interest rates are a problem. Theft is a problem for a lot of the big box retailer people. The cost of labor is really expensive now in California.
Back in Chula Vista, there are varying opinions about what people would like to see here, but one thing everyone can agree on, they want this vacant building to be put to good use sooner than later. We'll keep you posted. Working for you, I'm Shanna Handy for CBS 8.
All right, Shannon, thanks. Well, the city of Chula Vista responded to CBS 8 after we ran this story. It says it's in touch with the owner and would like to see another retailer move into the location soon. Parents in City Heights reached out to CBS 8 about a crosswalk they say is dangerous for students. It's located at Ibarra Elementary School. Parents say that they have seen drivers speed through the crosswalk at Orange and 49th Street, and they want something done about this. So CBS 8's Ariana Cohen went to work. She contacted the school district and the San Diego Police Department to see what can be done to make it safer.
Yes, I talked to multiple parents and neighbors who say this school crosswalk is dangerous. I reached out to the school district to see what can be done to make it safer.
There's so many cars that just fly by.
Come on. My hand?
Come on.
Chelsea Garland took this cell phone video as she and her 4-year-old son walked to Herbert Ibarra Elementary School when she says he almost got hit by a car.
My heart dropped. Like really, it was really scary because there's nothing I could do at that point. I feel like the issue is that when we're crossing the street, whether the lights are flashing or not, people speed like it's not a school zone.
I talked to other people crossing the street who feel the same way.
Someone was about to run me over right now. I'm not even joking. But as soon as I was crossing the street, he drove really fast.
People here say the crosswalk at Orange Avenue and 49th needs a crossing guard. They say it's also dangerous at Orange and Estrella Avenue. Garland says it will also be helpful to have San Diego police monitoring drivers' speeds along these streets. Hi, this is Ariana Cohen calling from CBS 8. I contacted the San Diego Police Department and have not heard back. I did speak with officials from the school district and made them aware of what parents are seeing. They say it's early in the school year, but they will address it. Meanwhile, parents are hoping to make these crosswalks safer sooner rather than later.
I just feel like they don't value everybody's lives that are, trying to cross and get across the street.
Please help us. Help us, please. We need your help.
Working for you, Ariana Cohen, CBS 8.
Yeah, boy, that's scary. Well, remember, if there is something that you would like us to look into, email us at workingforyou@cbs8.com. Thank you so much for joining us here on CBS 8 Plus, and we'll see you next time.